Alrighty, today's video is going to be something different. It's something I've wanted to chat about for a while, and as anyone knows, me personally, they would know that this company has been a part of me since day one. Anyone that knows me personally would know that I've owned every single one of this company's products as far as home console goes, and you're seeing one of their games behind me right now. Yes, the good old Nintendo, which is also what my logo for my YouTube channel is based off of, The Legend of Zelda. So today I want to talk to you about Nintendo and the Switch. Now, as far as anyone, I'm also going to say there's a reason I've been playing my Switch is because I've actually lost my Joy-Cons. So I've been trying to replace some. I ordered some on Amazon. They got shipped to the wrong address, so I'm waiting to get my money back for that wrong order of Joy-Cons, because they ordered them. I didn't know I was ordering them from a third party in China, and when they shipped them to the incorrect address. I couldn't reship them to my address, so I'm trying to get my money back, so eventually I can buy Joy-Cons to replay this again, or at least a Pro Controller. So yeah, one of the two. So yeah, but besides that, this is gonna be mostly me talking about Nintendo and why I hate that people have such fanboyism against them, and why people are hating them, and why Nintendo is still trying to prove themselves to those haters today, and why we really need to give Nintendo finally the benefit of the doubt and let this old thing, the Switch is gonna fail, die. So yeah, the Switch actually the Switch is actually doing quite well in sales, and actually I tell anybody doesn't have one to pick one up. My good friend Tyler just picked up one about a week ago. He told me he picked up a Switch about a week ago, and he's loving Breath of the Wild. I mean, I love Breath of the Wild. Literally, it is my all-time favorite Zelda game. I dare say it's above Ocarina of Time. I mean, just like other YouTubers where their favorite Zelda game is Ocarina of Time, mine was Ocarina of Time because it's one that got me introduced into the Zelda series, got me hooked to it, and made me into the Zelda fan I am today. And for the longest, I've always wanted that Zelda game to surpass Ocarina of Time. And I have to agree with some of the other YouTubers like HMK. What they said is that yes, every time a new Zelda game came out, we were hoping it would surpass Ocarina of Time, but it never did. I mean, Twilight Princess, it came close, but it just was lacking. It was lacking to surpass Ocarina of Time. Then, of course, you had Wind Waker, which Wind Waker was phenomenal. I loved Wind Waker. Hence why you see it in my background of this green screen. It's because I love Wind Waker. Wind Waker is... I love the Wind Waker. Hence why I bought the Wind Waker HD when I had my Wii U. And it felt like, yes, it was great, but it just didn't have that oomph that made it surpass Ocarina of Time. And then, of course, you had Skyward Sword, which Skyward Sword once again was phenomenal, but it was too linear and it didn't have that oomph what made it surpass Ocarina of Time. So, Breath of the Wild was the breath of fresh air the video games needed. It was the breath of fresh air we needed for the video games industry and all that, and for the Switch. Breath of the Wild has proven, without a shadow of a doubt, throughout, I would have never even thought. I mean, yes, I do have a high intention for Zelda games, but I would have never thought Breath of the Wild would get as good reviews as it did. I would have never thought that. I actually expected to get a lot more 8s and 7s than I did 9s and 10s. It got so many 9s and 10s, more than any video game in history. And I'm like, damn, Nintendo, damn, you did well. Even when I play Breath of the Wild, I just get so sucked in that it's like, it shows. Now, what would I personally give it? I probably would give it a 9. Yes, I am a hardcore Zelda fan. I will say some of the gameplay mechanics do take from the immersion, such as the weapons always breaking and stuff like that. But other than that, it's still a phenomenal game. I mean, even with that immersion breaking, with the weapons breaking, I still have fun playing. I still have fun coming up with new strategies to beat enemies and stuff like that. So Nintendo, they were smart with the Switch, and I have to agree with another YouTuber, Rich of ViewTech USA, where he said Iwata's DNA is in this console. Yes, Iwata's DNA is literally in that console. Rest in peace, Iwata. But his DNA is literally in that console. This console is what Iwata wanted gaming to be. Iwata had said, I forget what the quote go. I may be misquoting. I'm just paraphrasing, but I believe he said, "Gaming is meant to be fun," and that's what this is. This is fun. This is fun. You don't know how many times I've had people come over. I've literally had people come over just to ask me, "Hey, dude, can I play the Switch with you? Dude, I want to play the Switch with you." I've literally had people ask me, when I was at work, when I used to work at my old job, "Dude, are you playing the Switch? Can I play it with you?" And it's simple as taking this kickstand out, setting it down, literally, there, we're playing the Switch together. That literally is as easy as it was. It was easy as handing him the other Joy-Con, handing him the Joy, literally, we're playing together. That's what gaming was meant to be. Fun. I don't know how many times I've bonded with my brothers. Me and my 22-year-old brother, y'all probably heard of him, Diardi Mari. He's my sibling. He's the only other guy in my family that owns a Switch. And literally, that's brought me and him and the brother that's right below me together to play the Switch together. We've literally played the Switch for hours together. We played Street Fighter at my niece's birthday party together. And also just, here's a Joy-Con, I hand you the Joy, we play it together. It's as simple as that. It's meant to be fun. Nintendo makes games that are meant to be fun. Now I'm not saying I'm not saying oh we shouldn't have online and all that. No, online is good. Nintendo is slowly adapting that. But at the same time, games are meant to be fun. There's too many times I see online people shit-talking each other and literally destroying the fun factor of games. It was the one reason why I hated being in college. I hated being in college because my roommates would just shit-talk other people online. And they would justify, but well, he started shit-talking us first. Who cares who shit-talked first? This is why I don't play a lot of games like MOBAs and all that online. Just because I'm not a shit-talker. I don't like to talk shit because in the end, who does it make better? It don't make you or the other person better. In fact, it makes you both sound like freaking idiots. It makes you both sound like idiots. Just bumbling fools. Fighting over a game. Fighting over a game. To really, at the end of the day, is it really gonna make you go out and do better in the real world? Like, oh, I beat this guy at this game, I'm so much better. No, you should just be enjoying it for what it is, a fun factor. I mean, that's the reason when I do play games online, I play mostly JRPGs, because at least with JRPGs, there are some JRPGs that have that competitive thing, but a lot of JRPGs are co-op games where you're working cooperatively together. You're working cooperatively together in a friendship, to work together to help you get through this game. I mean, I don't play a lot of competitive games just because I hate the competitive scene. It's filled with so many people that just want to trash talk each other. But at the end of the day, what? It doesn't make you a better person. It just makes you seem like a bumbling fool in the end. And that's one reason I like the Switch, in which people will give it a chance, because it has those good games. And yes, I do agree that Nintendo's online service is crappy. I'm 100% agree that app on the phone is crappy. Nintendo needs to redo it. They need to redo it before they officially fully release it next year. They need to be doing that crap right now. In fact, I say they should even pull the app offline. They should pull the app offline and just retweak it before the official full launch of the paid service in 2018. They need to fully refine that app to where I can either run it in the background for one, and for two, not be kicked out of lobbies when I exit out of the app. I'm still in the lobby, all that. I mean, I don't care about being kicked out of the voice chat, but at least don't kick me out of my lobby that I'm in a game with. Allow me to still make my matchmaking, allow me to still run the app in the background, allow me to still do everything in the background, Nintendo. Do not force me to where I have to have that app open always to do that. I don't agree with that. So, if they can fix that app, then I'll be happy. I will be happy. But other than that, no, that's my only complaint about the app. Is that it's forced your phone to always have that as the primary thing on. And if you X out app in any way, whether your screen goes locked or whatever, you're pretty much out of whatever lobby you were in or whatever voice chat or whatever you were in. So that's what I disagree with. That's the only thing I disagree with about the app. So yeah, Nintendo, you fix the app, I'll be happy. I mean, literally, people have called me a fanboy for liking Nintendo and defending the Switch for the fun factor. But yet, what you don't realize is that you're ruining gaming by making video games by making video games not fun. Yes, sometimes I joke around with my friend Zeke and I do a little bit trash talk, but I'm not serious in my trash talk. See, that's a problem. People are too serious in their trash talk. My friend Zeke knows I'm not serious when I'm joking with him about playing a fighting game. I know he's better than me. I know he's better than me at fighting games. But we joke around, we joke, we have fun, we do all that. I trash on his fighting games because it's just fun. We're having friendly talk. But then people take it too serious and be like, F you, F that, F you, your mom sucks this, your mom sucks that, I'm better than you. It's like, it's bumbling idiocy. It's like, oh my gosh, you're destroying the fun factor. So yeah. Yes, I know this video's ran on for a while. You're probably wondering what was the point of this video. My point of this video is that the Switch, it's not a bad console. And I know a lot of people are saying, well, it's underpowered. I will admit that the Switch is underpowered. But Nintendo has shown that even with that underpoweredness, they can still get games the current generation. I honestly hated when my friend on Facebook, I'm not going to mention him, but my friend on Facebook, because he's the one that done a lot of the stuff for me, so I'm not going to call him out. But my friend on Facebook, he said the Switch isn't a next-gen console. I was like, dude, why are you saying that? Just because it's not getting this game or that game, or this game or that game, it's not next-gen. It's like, dude, have you looked at have you heard what each developer has said about the Switch? That it's easy as snapping a finger and their games can be on the Switch? I mean, I haven't seen a single developer actually say, oh, we can't put the PS4 or Xbox One version on the Switch. They've all said the Switch is fully capable of running those games on the Switch. And even now, Square Enix is talking about, Tabata mentioned at Gamescom this past weekend that he would be open, that he's trying to work out a way to bring over Final Fantasy 15 to a game that sounds to a console that sounds a lot like Twitch. And guess what? What console sounds a lot like Twitch? You switch the T for an S, you have Switch. You have the Switch. So even Tabata is talking about getting the Luminous engine to work on the Switch. And it's easy as that, a snap of the finger. A lot of people are like, well, Luminous can't run on the Switch because my PS4 Pro could barely run Final Fantasy 15. Dude, it could probably most likely run on the Switch. It's not as underpowered as what people think it is. People are so caught up on the power, the hardware, the beefiness, and they miss the fun factor. This is why I play a lot of old games, such as 2D games and stuff like that. If you look at the games I've been playing on stream. I've been playing a lot of PS2 games. Do those look graphically impressive? No, but I still play them because it's the story and it's the story and gameplay that gets me engaged, not the graphics, And that's where we lose it. That's where these fanboys come in and be like, well, graphics matter everything. No, they don't. That's a small minority of the gaming community. A lot of them, which is why a lot of them dogged on Final Fantasy 15 in the first place, is because they tried to shoehorn so much graphics into it. They tried to shoehorn it as this beautifully, graphically game that really, it lacked in so many other areas. It's a story. I won't say the gameplay was like, no, the gameplay was actually pretty good, but it lacked in story. It lacked in the story department, which is what I play JRPGs mainly for. It's a story. As Final Fantasy Peasant has said, it lacked in story when you substituted it for graphics. So if he can bring over the Luminous engine to the Switch, then I have no complaints with that. I mean, I want the Luminous engine to run on the Switch. That means possibly in the future we get Final Fantasy 16 on the Switch. And then on top of that, even the FF7 remake, Final Fantasy 7 remake, we could get on the Switch. So yes, the Switch, I love it. I've owned every single home Nintendo console. I've owned, on my 4th birthday, I owned an NES. On my 6th birthday, I owned a Super Nintendo. On my 10th birthday, I owned an N64. When I turned 18 and moved out, when I was 15, when I was 15 for Christmas, I got a GameCube. When I was 18 and I just moved out, I got a Wii. When I got my first full job and worked my butt off, I got a Wii U on day 1. And now I have a Switch that I've had almost since day 1. I've owned every single home Nintendo console, and y'all can call me a fanboy, y'all can call me whatever. But the reason I've been with Nintendo is because I know out of all the companies, yes, they focus mostly on the fun factor. And yes, I will admit the Wii U was utter garbage. I'll be the first to admit it, that the Wii U was utter garbage. And I'm not going to say, oh, it didn't have any good games. It did have some good games. It's the game you're seeing behind me, Super Smash Bros. For Wii U, as you're seeing behind me. And as you've seen previous and right there, Wind Waker HD. It had that good game, the Wind Waker HD. It had, the Wii U had good games. The Wii U had some good games. But because that the Wii U itself was horrible, that was the reason they couldn't sell. I mean, it was Nintendo that to this day destroyed any potential the Wii U had, and they released it at such a bad timing when really, I hate to say it, they should have did what they did with the Switch at the beginning. If they would have did this back then with the Wii U, and I hate saying that, a lot of people are saying, well, they couldn't do it back then. Nintendo could have done this back then. Nintendo was way more than capable of doing this back then, because its technology in this actually isn't pretty new. It's actually pretty old in the Switch. So Nintendo was more than capable of doing this back then during the Wii U. But they miscalculated everything. They tried to build off the Wii's popularity, and it just backfired on them. I mean, Nintendo did not market it well. I mean, if you look at the marketing between the Switch and the Wii U, you actually see way better marketing between the Switch and Wii U. So the song they used for the first ad, the Super Bowl commercial, the Imagine Dragons song, which I hate now, not because of the Nintendo commercial, but because of the damn radio. Every time I'm in the car with my grandmother, they play that damn song like no tomorrow, and it makes me just not even want to play my Switch, because it's like, dude, you've ruined the song. The radio has ruined that Imagine Dragons song. I mean, it's a good song, but they've ruined it. So, I mean, they chose a good song. They chose a great way to advertise it. It got the point across what it was. It's easy to switch between gameplay, between dock and on the go, and you can play it any way you want. It's easy as snapping a finger. There's the Switch. Hence the snap in it when you snap it on, when you snap the Joy-Cons on and off. Nintendo marketed it really well. They marketed the Switch really well. And to tell you the truth, I really hope the Switch continues to do well. I mean, this year has shown great potential for the Switch, and they've sold more than what I even thought was possible. And they even turned some naysayers into believers in Nintendo again. There are still those naysayers out there, such as Neo hates Sparks. Neo Game Sparks, but he always gonna hate on. He's always gonna hate on everything. I mean, the guy just I don't think there's a single thing he likes. But yeah. I mean, just yeah, the hate's gonna be there. But in the end, Nintendo is doing everything right. I mean, even my friend who I mentioned earlier, my old college mate, he said he would be open to buying a Switch. He said he doesn't like what they're doing with the online, but he'd be open to buying one just because he likes the potential of it, where he can play his games wherever he go. He can play his games he would normally only be able to play at home wherever he goes. And a lot of people are saying, I hate people that say the Switch is the same thing as the Wii U. It's not. It's not. It's really not. I mean, this I can take with me on the go, and I hate people that say, "Well, I don't do that." Well, just because you don't mean this other guy doesn't. Just because you don't want to take it out on the go and play it out on the go, don't mean someone like me doesn't. I have a 2-hour bus ride to work. This is great for me being able to play on my 2-hour bus ride to work, which is the reason I lost my Joy-Cons. Because of that 2-hour bus ride, I must have left them on the bus and now they're gone. But besides that, this is great for me to be able to play on the go whenever I'm going somewhere. Which is why I hate people that say, well, I don't see any worth in taking it out on the go. I'm a sociable person. Well, you can be sociable, and don't judge others just because they're taking it out on the go. They're not saying they don't want to be sociable. I mean, I've been pretty sociable with my Switch. Look, I played it with my coworkers. That's socializing in a small gathering, sharing the joy. I mean, you can't say, oh, well, there's no reason. It's the same with the Wii U. It's not. It's everything that gaming needs to be, and it's in its own market for those that want to play it at home. Strictly, it's a home console. Like one of my old classmates, he could just play it at home on his home console. Or for someone like me that wants to play it both at home and on the go, or for someone that just wants to play it on the go. It meets all requirements. So yeah, this has just been me giving my full thoughts finally on the Switch. I wanted to make this video for the longest. It's been forever since I've talked about Nintendo and talked about the Switch. I figure right now will be the first time for me to give my full thoughts on the Switch. Now it's been out for a while. I played it for a while. I haven't played my Switch almost in over a month because I lost the Joy-Cons about a month ago. But honestly, this console has been the best thing I've had since gaming started. So yeah, this has been Uncle Shell saying God bless, take care, and if you did watch this full video, I thank you. And until the next video, guys, take care, God bless, and I hope to catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.